woman finds a flipped home and says it was filled with hidden dangers. A contractor actually called it the most dangerous resale he's ever seen.
She called Team 10 troubleshooter Cristin Severance for help. Cristin?
Yeah, Mary Evans called me desperate to warn other families about what happened to her. And the contractor who helped fix the problem told me that Evans and her family could have died.
We could be standing on a smoldering pile of rubble talking about the good people that used to live here.
Contractor Mike Bartholomew says he can't believe what he found in this flipped Escondido home. Mary Evans bought it in May.
My family was in danger. My husband's not home. He had been deployed the week before.
A flipped home is when someone buys a house that needs work, renovates it, and sells it quickly for a profit. The Navy wife says the home passed the inspection because the danger was hidden.
It was behind a wall. Somebody cut a pipe and covered it up.
She discovered it after smelling gas. SDG&E came out and detected a leak.
Somebody had cut a gas pipe and shoved drywall putty into the pipe, pressed it up against the wall, and held it there with a crooked nail.
Bartholomew says the unsealed pipe was next to the water heater.
Any little leak out of that gas could have been ignited by the pilot light on the water heater, and then you would have had an explosion.
He also found electrical problems and a water leak. Evans tried to find the name of the contractor who worked on the flip, but no one would tell her.
I don't know if they got permits. I don't know if they're licensed.
No permits were filed for the work, so the only way to find out is through the seller, who the state says is ultimately liable for the work. But the seller wouldn't tell me over the phone, so I went to her home. Her husband talked to me outside. We aren't showing his face because his name was not on the sale, but he admits he worked on cabinets in Mary's home. And records show he's been involved in several real estate transactions with his wife.
She's begging to buy it. And now she's turning around and stir up trouble. So I don't know what's going on with her.
She may have been begging to buy it, but she had no idea that there was a cut gas line shoved with drywall material inside the pipe.
We don't know either. So sorry.
But it is your job to know. If you're the seller, it's on you to know if the contractor's doing safe repairs.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know nothing. Just talk to the realtors.
He eventually asked us to leave, and Evans still doesn't know who did the work.
It's not right.
Now, I did talk to the seller's agent who said that she did not know the name of the contractor either.
So just how do people avoid this when they buy a house?
Okay, number one thing, if you take away anything from this story, now this is from the Department of Real Estate, this is everyone that I talked to, they say find out the contractor who did the work before you buy. You also want to ask for two things, the transfer disclosure statement and something called the seller property questionnaire. That form has very specific points that the seller has to answer about any work done. And I have all the information and a lot more specific tips on 10news.com.
All we have to do our homework.
Yeah, very
Right.
important.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Exactly,
Cristin.
sure.